Okay, so we're gonna create a document. Again, you're just watching me for like 5 minutes and then you guys can start. Puzzle cube, I'm gonna say, I think I'm number 3 now. So you're gonna create a document just like we usually do, but instead of creating a sketch or anything, we're gonna go down here where it says assembly. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and click assembly. Okay, nothing happens, but your assembly tab is active. Now you're going to insert here, click, and then you're going to click on other documents and then Onshape. Okay, and you're going to choose. Now what I recommend is that you choose the bottom one of your cube. At the end of the period, I was telling my 5th period, I'm like, you know what, choose whatever. If you want to start with the top or you want to start with the bottom, it doesn't matter, just select a side. So I'm going to go with the red one. And this is going to be a little bit different just for this one. So I select my part Studio One. And all you're going to do for this, your very first piece, you're just going to click the green check mark. Okay, the green check mark. Can everybody see my Onshape? Everyone sees Onshape, right? Just confirming.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason I hit the green is just for the first one is a green check mark is because it lines it up with the origin. Then you're going to right click, fix. Some kids forgot to do that last period. So what that means is this red one is fixed forever and ever. You can't move it, which is perfect. It's like a base. Okay. Now I'm going to insert another one. So I'm going to go to other documents and I'm going to use my Onshape and you're going to use the black one because those are the two that are at the bottom that are connected. Okay. Studio part and then zoom out a little. Do not place it anywhere near the red one. Place it to the side. Now this is going to be a little bit different than the first one. Since this is the second one, from now on, you click in the big window, click, then you hit the green check mark. If you hit the green check mark without clicking the window, it's going to align it again to the origin. We don't want that. We want this one to be kind of free flowing. Okay, so here is the tricky part that if you don't do it correctly, it will not work. Will not work. Okay, so we are going to connect these based on corners. Which two corners meet? Which two corners meet? So okay, no worries, you're back. So if I look at my puzzle piece and I go, okay, so if you see me, like, okay, this is my red, this is my black, and it kind of merges in here, right? It's tucked in here. So I got to figure out, okay, what corners meet? That's what I'm going to like glue together. So there's a lot of options, right? There's a lot of options, a lot of corners that meet. I am thinking that I'm going to be merging these two corners together, these two corners. I might be wrong. I mean, I might not do it that way. Depends on your visual perspective. So I'm going to look and I'm going to see like, you know what, this corner right here, if I zoom in, this corner right here, this one is going to have to meet this corner down here of my black one, that one, right? So I'm going to try to merge, glue together this corner with this corner. Okay, so I have a visualization of what I'm going to do. So before I click anything else, I just kind of rotate and figure out like, okay, this corner needs to be glued to this corner, right? Or I could do this top corner is glued to this top corner. There's different options, right? Choose the easiest one. Don't choose the one that's the hardest. Okay, so this is how we're going to glue once we figured out which corner goes with which corner. You're going to click on this one right here, which says fasten mate. Mate means to like glue together basically. So I'm going to click. Now I'm going to choose my red one first. It does matter which one you choose, first and second. I'm going to choose my red one first. Now, do you guys see this disc that appears? It's very important that you figure out where that disc is lining up to, which way is it flat. See here, it's flat on the top. If I move it this way, It's flat now on this side. And hold on, Jay, because right now you're just paying attention to me. So just follow along my little tidbits and then join on your phone. Um, so just watch, right? Very important where this is. Okay. So I'm just hovering with my mouse. Now, I want to choose on this flat side, this bottom corner. Do I? Yes, I do believe I do. Okay. So I'm going to make it flat. I go like to the center, make it flat. Then I go to the corner that I want. Because if I go this way, now my dot's facing the other way and I don't want, I'm sorry, my disc is facing the other way and I don't want that. So it's always important that you go to like the middle, make the disc flat to the side that you want to glue. I don't want to glue this side. I want to glue this side. And then I'm going to go down to the corner. Oh, my disc flipped. Patience is key. Now my disc is facing the same way as that side. Click, zoom out. Now the bottom one is where I need, so it's on like this side is going to be glued right to that side, but we don't glue sides, we glue corners. So now it's on the side that I want. I'm going to move over to the corner. The disc is facing the correct way. A lot of errors come from the disc not facing the correct way. Click. Now, let's see, did it do it? Did it fit perfectly? Hey, sometimes we're going to get really lucky and it's going to fit perfectly. Now there's that mistake I was talking to you about that I got to fix. But you see how it fits perfectly? Now, if it doesn't fit perfectly, your options, also like if you hit this down arrow, click on isometric, it brings it back like home. A lot of times we like move and we lose ourselves. Now, if it doesn't fit on the first one, but you did the corners correctly, you're like, I did the corners correctly, the disc was lined up, I'm good. You're going to click on this one, which rotates the shape. And sometimes when you rotate the shape, it falls into place. Let's say it doesn't. Then you would click on this one. This one like flips it. So sometimes it's a combination of a rotate and a flip. Sometimes it's just a flip. Sometimes it's just a rotate. Sometimes you have to rotate it like 3 times for it to fit. Once it fits perfectly, you hit the green button and you're like, yes, success. I merged 2 together. I'm the greatest thing in the world. And you should feel like that, actually. Now I'm going to go to isometric again. And now I'm going to insert another piece by doing the same thing. Insert other document, go there, and I'm going to insert my white one because that's the next layer. And then I'm going to hit part 1, studio 1. I'm not going to click anywhere here. I'm going to click on the side, click, then green check mark. Okay. Thank you for listening. This concludes part 1. So, okay, so now I'm gonna connect my third piece here. Now, let me go to isometric so I can kind of see where I'm at. Now I don't know where the white one goes, right? Take my shape, be like, okay, where does the white one go? Actually, I have to look at my book because I kind of destroyed it. Where's my engineering book? So I'm going to go to page 71 and that's going to help me figure out where the white one goes. So this is my front view. Okay, so it goes like this. So now I know that my white one goes like this compared to right now what I'm looking at. So I know that basically it's like the L like this. So I looked at page 71 to remind me what my front view looks like. Sean, can you be more specific? So I'm going to visualize this is turned the wrong way. So like Isaac, like, oh, how do I rotate this? There is a way. Okay, so let's start from this one, Sean. So follow along with this one. Don't click on anything for you. Just follow along. See if you can follow along. Okay, so most important part is like what goes together. So this corner for me will match this corner all the way back here. So it's not rotated the way I want it to be. So I have to visualize what corners go together. And sometimes they are completely on the opposite sides. But I know by holding this in my hand, I know that this corner up here, this corner right there, is going to match this bottom corner, okay? So I visualized it, I made sure, and I kind of did it in my head. That's how it has to turn and mate. So here's how we glue. So for those of you who are like, how do I glue? Studio One, Ty. All right, so I'm going to click on this one, which is called Fastened Mate. Fasten Mate. Okay, it's right next to the Pac-Man. And remember the corners. Now, you don't just click on a corner. That's how you mess up. You have to make sure that your disc is on like the side that you're going to put like a bunch of glue on, okay? Am I going to put a bunch of glue on this side? No. Am I going to put a bunch of glue on this side? No. I want to put a bunch of glue on this top side. So that means that the disc has to be flat on this side. But I'm going to click the corner and making sure that that disc is still like flat on that side to represent that's the part I'm going to glue. I'm really not going to glue. Click. And you're technically not going to glue that either. Okay. And I'm going to flip this around and it's this bottom corner. I'm going to zoom it in. I'm going to make sure my disc is flat to this side where I'm going to add the glue. And I'm going to put it in the corner right there. Click. Now I zoom out and I realize, yeah, that ain't working. But I trust that I did do the corners correctly. Like those corners are supposed to be mated. So just like a lot of you, you're going to have to, play around with these. It's just a guess and check. There's no like math is, I love math because there's just, here's my answer. This is how I got it done. This, it's just trial and error. It's 100% trial and error. So I'm just going to rotate it. Nope. Oh, there it is, I think. Yep, it fits, right? So it took 2 rotations. It did not take a flip. Sometimes it will take a flip. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to take a flip or not. It's literally a guess and check. If 100%, if you did the corners correctly, then this will solve any issues you might have. Now, again, if your discs are not lined up correctly, then you're never going to line them up. I'm sorry. Really hungry. Okay. Yay. Trust me. I get really excited when I get these right. I literally, this is my first day assembling. This is my first day assembling. This is my first day successfully assembling. This is my first year using Onshape. So I'm just 3 hours ahead of you guys. I'm just 3 hours ahead of you guys. Was it easy for me at the beginning? Absolutely not. Did I struggle and make mistakes? Yes. What I did to resolve that was I just went slower. I just went slower. Okay.
How do I do the fix?
So on the first one that you selected, you right click on it, and then somewhere on here, it should say fix.
Okay.
Mine says unfix because I fixed it. And that's the only one you're doing. You're only doing the fix on the bottom one, and that is all. Okay, so now I'm going to insert my next cube, which is going to be my green one. Okay, and then I'm going to go to my answer key on page 71 and figure out where my green one goes compared to what I have. And it's going to go like this. Okay. I mean, there's a reason why we're working with the puzzle cubes, guys. There's a reason. So other document, Onshape, green, insert part Studio One. Oh, no, no, oh, you see, I clicked it twice and it merged 2 of them. So I don't like that. I'm gonna exit, insert other documents, Onshape, click on the green one, and then part Studio One. Don't click on it anywhere here. Over here on the side, click, green check. So there's 2 clicks, okay? Now this one goes on top of the white one, and this one sticks out right here. So it's technically upside down. So it has to be rotated. So this is actually glued onto this part. This is not facing the correct way, but I will fix it once I, quote, glue the corners. So I know I'm visualizing that this top corner right here, this top corner right here is going to be this corner right there. Okay. Yeah, so this part is going to merge to this part. And it takes a lot of trying to visualize this in your head, space recognition, and it's hard. It's hard. It's not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna fasten. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna visualize this flat disc. It's flat. Move it over, click, and it's gonna go to the green one. Go to this corner, it's flat, click, cross your fingers that it works. Okay, didn't work on the first one. You see how it's on the side. So what if I flip it? Nope, flipping didn't work. Oh, there it is. And it's just luck. It's just trial and error. There's no math about it. There's not like, oh, it always works if you do this. No, rotate, try these two one at a time, then a combo, see what works for you. Okay, green mark. Yay, it's working. You have no idea how excited I am that it's working. I'm super excited. Okay. Now I'm going to insert my last piece, other document, Onshape. If you're not keeping up with me and you're like missing a step, I'm going to restart it right now because I'm going to add a new piece and I'm going to go through so you click on part Studio One, you put it somewhere separate, then you click the green. So even though I'm like working ahead, you end up repeating the steps over and over again, right? I end up repeating, oh, corner is flat disc. So if you didn't get it the first time, this is like the fourth time I do it. Okay, so visualize how my blue one goes. This corner right here of this one, this corner right here, this corner is going to be tucked into this inner corner right there. That's how it's supposed to go. That doesn't mean I'm going to choose that corner, but that's what this is, right there to there. So then I got to figure out, okay, do I want to use those corners? Do I want to use a different corner? I'm actually going to use this exterior corner with this exterior corner. You know, I think this one's like too inside and it might give me more issues. So I don't want to choose an inside corner. I'm going to choose an outside corner to an outside corner. Okay, so let's go to isometric. So this one should go right there. Like you talk to yourself, guys. Talk to yourself. Get this in your hand. Visualize what the corners are. I think that's how you're going to make this a lot easier on yourselves. Okay, so here's how you mate. Click this one, the one next to the Pac-Man. Then you go here. Always choose the cube first, the one you're building first. Okay, it's this one and it's flat here. Click. Go to the piece that you want to merge. Here, flat, and I believe it's this corner. And that totally didn't work, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to first try to do this because I'm pretty confident I chose the right corners. So now I think it's a matter of rotation. Okay, that didn't work. Now so I did like the full rotation, didn't work. I'm back to the starting point. I'm going to go to flip it, then rotate. Oh, there it is. So I flipped and then rotated. There is no science to this. Maybe there is, and I don't know about it. But for me, it's guess and check. Click there. This is the best cube I've done all day. This is the best cube I've done all day. And now I have a huge pain in my neck because of it. Give me a minute. I'm pretty happy with myself. Again, I just started doing this 3 hours ago. So again, I've repeated myself like 20 times already today. So yeah, don't give up, guys. It's hard. It's very hard, but as soon as you get one done, you'll feel more comfortable doing the next ones. And you might get lucky and choose the hardest ones to connect first. And that's just your luck. but don't give up. Don't give up.